Antarctica is the last unopened vault on Earth, a continent so isolated, so hostile, that most of what lies beneath it has never been touched by human hands. People think it's empty, just ice, just snow, just wind. But that belief couldn't be more wrong, because beneath Antarctica's frozen surface is a hidden world, a world buried for millions of years, a world that was never meant to be seen again. And the deeper scientists look, the more uncomfortable the discoveries become. Antarctica sits at the very bottom of the planet. It's the coldest place on Earth, the driest, the windiest. Temperatures can drop below minus 80 degrees Celsius, metal cracks, fuel freezes, human error becomes fatal. And yet, what truly makes Antarctica dangerous isn't what's on the surface, it's what's buried underneath. Because this continent isn't just frozen, it's sealed. The ice covering Antarctica is not thin. In some regions, it reaches over 4.5 kilometers thick. To put that into perspective, you could stack 5 Burj Khalifas on top of each other and still not reach the ground beneath. Everything under that ice has been trapped like a snapshot in time. Forests, rivers, mountains, creatures, entire ecosystems, pressed, frozen, and hidden from the modern world. So why would anyone drill through kilometers of ice? Because Antarctica doesn't behave like a dead continent. Satellites detect heat anomalies. Radar scans reveal moving water. Seismic sensors pick up structures that don't fit expectations. Something beneath the ice is still active, and scientists want answers. In 2022, researchers working beneath the Ross Ice Shelf noticed something strange: a river, flowing, beneath half a kilometer of solid ice. They drilled through the ice and lowered a camera into the darkness. They expected emptiness. Instead, they found life. Thousands of tiny shrimp-like creatures called amphipods were swimming in pitch-black freezing water. No sunlight, no plants, no obvious food source. Yet they were alive, thriving, which immediately raised a terrifying question. What are they eating? Shrimp don't survive on nothing. On Earth, they feed on dead plants, algae, and organic matter. That means, at some point, plants existed here, under Antarctica. This hidden river is not a random accident. It's a leftover artery from a much older world, a world that existed before the ice took over, and this wasn't a one-time fluke. Deep beneath the ice, scientists discovered fossilized pollen, roots, and tree remains, evidence of an ancient rainforest. Yes, a rainforest. Dating methods place it around 90 million years ago, during the Cretaceous period. Back then, Antarctica wasn't frozen, it was green. Picture this: dense forests, wide rivers, warm temperatures, seasonal rain. Dinosaurs walked where glaciers now stand. Coal deposits found in 1909 confirm this reality. Coal only forms when forests live, die, and are buried over millions of years. Antarctica didn't just host life, it sustained it for a very long time. So what happened? Why did a thriving continent become a frozen wasteland? The answer lies in climate shifts, continental drift, and atmospheric changes. But here's the disturbing part. Not everything died. Some things adapted, some things hid. Scientists now know Antarctica has over 400 subglacial lakes, liquid water, trapped beneath kilometers of ice. Lake Vostok alone is larger than Lake Ontario, sealed off from the surface for at least 15 million years. That's longer than humans have existed, which means whatever lives there has evolved in complete isolation. Microbes have already been found, organisms that survive without sunlight, without oxygen, without heat. Life forms that rewrite the rules of biology. And if microscopic life exists, what else might be down there? Off the coast of Antarctica lies one of the deepest places on Earth, the Factorian Deep. Discovered in 2019, it plunges over 7,400 meters into darkness. Even after thousands of sonar scans, scientists still don't fully understand how it formed. It's like a wound in the planet. From these depths, strange creatures occasionally emerge. One of them is the giant phantom jellyfish, over 30 feet long, normally found thousands of meters below the surface. So why does it sometimes rise near Antarctica? No one knows. Pressure changes, magnetic anomalies, something else? Antarctica isn't just preserving Earth's past. It captures objects from space. Meteorites fall here constantly, preserved perfectly in the ice. One famous meteorite came from Mars, over 4 billion years old, containing minerals that only form in water, and possibly fossilized microbes. If Mars once had rivers, and Antarctica preserves Martian rock, then this frozen continent may be hiding clues about life beyond Earth. Antarctica may be a bridge between worlds. The ice itself is a memory bank. Every snowfall traps bubbles of air. Year after year, layer after layer, scientists drill ice cores to read Earth's atmospheric history. The oldest continuous ice core is nearly 800,000 years old, a frozen timeline of climate, storms, and extinction events. These records show climate cycles, massive changes, and unsettling patterns. Antarctica doesn't just tell us where we came from, it warns us about what may be coming next. And yet, all of this is only the surface, because beneath the ice lies something even larger, something impossible, something that shouldn't exist where it does. A massive mountain range, hidden like a secret the planet itself is trying to keep buried. Everything we've talked about so far is real, documented, studied, but now we cross the line where science runs out of clean answers. Because beneath Antarctica's ice, there are things we can see, but can't explain. In 1958, during a Cold War-era survey, scientists detected something impossible. An entire mountain range, not on the surface, but buried deep beneath the ice. The Gamburtsev Mountains stretch over 1,200 kilometers, with peaks rising more than 3,000 meters high. That's comparable to the Alps, hidden under kilometers of ice. Mountains usually form when tectonic plates collide, but Antarctica shows no signs of that kind of collision. No scars, no fault lines, no geological fingerprints, yet the mountains are there. Sharp, young-looking, preserved, almost like they were frozen in the middle of forming. Some scientists suggest magma pushed them upward from below. Others believe they are remnants of an ancient supercontinent, but none of these explanations fully work, because the Gamburtsev Mountains don't behave like any other mountain range on Earth. They're different, and the ice above them behaves strangely too. Modern radar scans of Antarctica have revealed areas that reflect signals in unnatural ways. Flat geometric shapes, sharp angles, patterns that don't resemble natural rock formations. Scientists label them as anomalies, which is just another way of saying we don't know what this is. Even stranger, satellites have detected heat anomalies beneath the ice. In some regions, temperatures are significantly warmer than expected, enough to melt ice from below. This suggests active geothermal processes, or something else generating heat. Something localized, something specific. Taken together, these clues paint an unsettling picture. Moving water, hidden mountains, heat pockets, biological activity. Antarctica isn't dormant, it's active, just suppressed, held down under kilometers of ice. And then there's the politics. In 1959, dozens of countries signed the Antarctic Treaty. It banned military activity, restricted mining, limited access. On paper, it's about peace and science. But here's the uncomfortable question: why does an empty ice continent need so much regulation? Despite being vast and mostly uninhabited, large areas of Antarctica are completely restricted. No tourism, no research teams, no explanation. Even scientists need special permissions, and many requests are denied. If there's nothing there, why keep people out? Some satellite maps of Antarctica show blurred regions. Resolution drops, data gaps appear. Official explanations blame technical issues. But these issues appear consistently in the same locations. Coincidences only go so far. Long before satellites, ancient myths spoke of lands at the bottom of the world, civilizations hidden by ice, knowledge lost to time. A great freeze that erased history. For centuries, these were dismissed as legends, until science started uncovering pieces that sound uncomfortably familiar. If Antarctica was ice-free millions of years ago, and if it supported forests and rivers, then one question becomes unavoidable. Was it inhabited? Not necessarily by humans as we know them, but by something intelligent enough to leave traces. Traces now buried. Humans have existed for about 300,000 years. Antarctica froze millions of years ago, which means if something lived there, it belonged to a chapter of Earth we no longer remember. A chapter erased by ice.